New glasses. So I'm hearing TikTok might not be banned now, while I'm hearing that a lot of other people still think it will be. Hence my last video and all the overblown emotions therein. But there was a lot of people that were telling me to just kind of press on and make some more videos because they wanted to see them, and that was nice. Thank you. So I guess I'm gonna. And I guess I'm gonna start off continue with Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Still debating the Shazam Fury of the Gods one. Still not sure if it's relevant or not. Maybe later. Let me get this out of the way. I am not a D&D fan per se, in that I've never actually played the game myself. I love the concept. I've always wanted to play. I've sat through some games and watched stuff like Critical Role and stuff like that. The most exposure I've ever had to D&D was buying a bestiary. Bestiary? And just kind of looking it over and over again, trying to draw the monsters, taking inspiration from the artists. I love that thing. I probably still have it somewhere. But having said all of that, I know enough about D&D to know this. The original D&D movie sucked. And I have wanted that remedied ever since. Apparently there was a straight-to-DVD sequel or continuation or something in the 2000s, but I'm not counting that. This movie, the one that's in theaters right now, that was the duty of this one, to erase the wrongs of the previous one. Does it, though? I'll tell you. It's not a difficult role to be better than the previous D&D movie. And that one had Jeremy Irons in it. So yes, this one is much better. It's fun. It's often hilarious. It's jam-packed full of lore and Easter eggs and things that I think fans of D&D will be very happy about. It's very cool to hear like well-known D&D locations mentioned by name and sometimes even explored in the movie. That was pretty cool. It was especially cool to see a bunch of monsters I used to love and just obsess over the illustrations over to actually be brought to actual vivid life in front of me on the big screen. Displacer beasts. It's not perfect, though. I liked it. I didn't love it. I might even say I really liked it. And I'll tell you why. The acting is good. The direction is okay. The production value is really good. But the story is a little much. I will say this, though. Part of the charm of the movie is that it actually feels like a D&D campaign. It actually feels like this was put together by a DM and the players played through the scenarios. There were unexpected twists and turns and complications. And then everyone involved basically had to figure out how to resolve all of those things neatly. So for that, it gets points, not demerits, at least in my book. But the second act is very convoluted. There are excessive lore dumps I don't think the movie ended up needing in the end. There are a couple of character dynamics that I don't feel work. And there are a few storytelling choices that are jarring, that could have probably been smoothed out better. If the previous movie was guilty of not doing enough, Honor Among Thieves is guilty of trying to do maybe too much with its runtime. Or the audience's attention span, your results may vary. But honestly, all forgivable in my book. The fact that it leans into being not just a comedy, but like a self-aware one, really helps it. Not one that's ever quite meta, but still kind of wink-wink with you the entire time, like you're in on the jokes. A thing I think the original movie didn't try. It was just trying to be this really big, serious film, but it was made on a sci-fi original budget, and it had bad acting, bad direction, and, well, you get what you pay for, I guess. I know that movie has its fans and its diehards, but let's be honest here, it's not because it lit the world on fire or anything. I don't know that Honor Among Thieves will either, but it seems to be doing well. And I'll be honest, I would definitely see a sequel to this and a whole series, really. It's fun, it's funny, it's just a really good time. I particularly like how it has a lot of modern sensibilities, but it's never overly anachronistic, which is a tough feat in many modern fantasy entertainment things that I've seen lately. Not that anyone cares about that but me. Old man yells at cloud. There are a couple of scenes with Chris Pine and Michelle Rodriguez, particularly, that are hilarious. Just so funny. And there's at least one scene in particular that tries to outdo Marvel in one of its most iconic moments from the movies. I won't ruin it here, but you'll know exactly what I mean when you see it. So, to all the old ladies sitting in the back, you can put your Jack Chick away and you can stop clutching your pearls. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, it's a good time at the movies. No satanic panic here. I feel like I should go buy some dice now, though.